Hello and welcome to Joe Louis Arena for the Big Ten semifinals as Michigan hockey takes on Michigan State, the number 3 seed Michigan Wolverines, facing off with the number 2 seed Spartans with a Big Ten tournament title berth on the line against the Minnesota Golden Gophers, who earlier tonight dispatched the Ohio State Buckeyes 3-0. I'm Andrew Hausen alongside Eli Sherman. Eli, what are you looking for in this game as both teams are fighting for a spot in that Big Ten title game?
Well, this is going to be the 5th time these two teams have matched up this season. All the games so far have been hotly contested. The two teams split the season series, and it's really just a really high-power offense in Michigan against a really good defense in Michigan State. Jake Hildebrand, Big Ten Player of the Year, Big Ten goaltender of the year, last weekend came into Yost in Ann Arbor and allowed just one goal on, I believe, 37 shots for the Wolverines. And so Michigan, if they want to win this game, if they want to get that Big Ten title, they're going to have to put those shots in. They had a lot of trouble converting those second chance opportunities. They had several scoring chances where they got the puck in front of the zone and just couldn't win the puck in the scrum. And they're going to have to be able to convert those chances because Michigan State does not give up a lot of goals. They're very good at getting in front of shots, blocking shots, and keeping the puck from getting to their goaltender. On the other side, Michigan State, they are going to play a conservative game. Expect them to try and get an early lead and then just sit back and keep Michigan from scoring, because that's when they play best, is when they get out to an early lead and then just try and shut down an opponent offensively.
And let's not forget that the winner in all the games between these two teams this season has been the team that scored first. So we'll see if that plays a role here. We are just about ready to get underway. 15 seconds till puck drop. Michigan will start with the top line of Compher and Kyle. Michigan State will counter with their second line, benefit of the last change as being the higher seeded and effective home team here. They're going with the Blau, centering Barry and McCachran. Just moments from puck drop here, ready to get underway at Joe Louis Arena for the Big Ten semifinals. Kopp to take off the faceoff against the Blau. Kopp wins it back. Go back to the blue line. There's Downing, feeds it ahead. They'll go too far, and Hildebrand will come out to play it out and clear it out of his zone. Downing back to retrieve it, skates behind his own net, dumps it off to Serville. Serville finds Compher on the right side boards, tries to find Kopp, but loses it, and Barry will pick that one up. Barry looking for a man, skates around one Michigan defender, and then the Spartans will dump it in, go for a change. That's where Downing will retrieve it behind his net and come out the other way. Downing moving the other way. He will dump it in around behind the boards. Kyle goes after and retrieves it there. Dumps it into Larkin. Larkin behind the net. Larkin digging, tries to center, but no one there. They'll slide all the way back into the Michigan zone. Racine out to play the puck. Racine leaves this for Zach Werenski. Zach Werenski now finds Selman. Selman on the left side boards. Werenski chips it in. Hyman in pursuit. Scrum in the right side corner. Still fighting for it. Hyman and the Spartans come out with it. Spartans moving the other way. Keller moving the other way. Gets it ahead. Now that Cox will dump it in. Spartans will go for another change. Kevin Lohan will retrieve behind his own net. Still waiting for his mates to get set up. He'll pass it off to Nieves, whose pass is too far from Mott. Will that be covered? Shot on goal. Pad save there by Jake Hildebrand. First save of the game. First shot by either team. Kyle gets in. Michigan will try and keep up their pressure. Mott dumps it, chips it in. Hildebrand plays the puck. Comes out and the Spartans will recover. They're moving the other way. They'll chip it out of their own zone. They'll get over the glove of Cutler Martin. Here comes Spartans the other way. Here's the third line by Thomas, centered by Thomas Ebbing. His pass will go wide, but the Spartans will retain possession. Spartans try and get it in. They do, but they go out for another change. Cutler Martin retrieves the puck behind his own net. Skating up the center of the ice, out of his own zone. Now chips it in. Max Stewart in pursuit. They'll run to a Spartan, but the Spartans are able to come away with it. Calderon comes in there. He's able to break up the pass, and Stewart's able to retrieve it on the left side boards. Travis Lynch in there fighting for it as well. Now here's Calderon. He shoots, and that's right into the chest of Jake Hildebrand. Second shot on goal for the Wolverines. 0 so far for the Spartans.
Yeah, early on, just not a lot of offensive chances for either team. Really just kind of get settled in. This is not a game where you want to make a mistake early and find yourself on the bottom looking up. And, just want to focus on faceoffs real quick. Throughout the season, Michigan has played best, particularly offensively, when they win those faceoffs. Last Saturday against Michigan State, they just won 26 out of 50 faceoffs. They just barely won that faceoff battle, 26-24 against the Spartans, and that played a huge role in the Spartans being able to shut down the Wolverines.
Spartans win that draw, and they have possession here. Now a scrum for at center ice, and it'll trickle back to the Wolverines. Downing in possession, passes over to Serville. He finds Kopp going up the center of the ice, tries to find Kyle on left side boards. That passes behind him. Here, Spartans coming the other way. DeBlau goes down, but no call. Kopp and Compher run into each other. Wolverines moving the other way. Here's Kyle on the right wing. Holds up, tries to get it across. There's Compher. Now spins into the left side corner. Tries to get back to Kopp. Now goes up to the point. Werenski fires. That one's intentionally wide. Lohan keeps that one in at the blue line. Back to Lohan. Feeds across to Werenski. Werenski dumps it back in, and Kopp will retrieve it behind that. Wraparound attempt, and that one's wide. Hildebrand was there to cover it. Spartans moving the other way. And there'll be a shot on net from Ryan Keller. First shot on net for the Spartans. They're maintaining some pressure here. Scrum on the left side boards. That'll trickle out. Racine will slow it down. Werenski will settle it down behind his own net. He's pressed by two Spartans, able to get out of it. Turnover in front of the net. Dangerous play there. Still fight for it, but Hyman will come down and support. Now Keller tries to get onto his man. Top line out there for the Spartans. Wolverines come away with the puck. 3-on-3 going the other way. Hyman gloves it down. Now Larkin tries to go over to Hyman. That one's corralled away by the Spartans. Spartans moving the other way. Drops it off to the trailer. Fires, and that one's wide. High and wide of the net. Good scoring opportunity there. Michael Ferrantino, the Spartans captain, had a good scoring opportunity there. Both teams will go for a change. Spartans will corral it in their own zone. Whiffs on that one. Dangerous play by Gatt. Luckily, his man's there to support him. Spartans moving out of their own zone. Now it's broken up by the Wolverines. Cutler Martin will try and clear it out, but the Spartans hold the zone. Bouncing puck there. Neither team able to control. Now behind the Michigan net. Quick stick there by Andrew Sinelli. He's able to claim it. Wolverines moving the other way. Tyler Mott moving up the right side boards. He's got 3 Wolverines with him. Here comes Mott. Decides to center, and that one's saved by Hildebrand. Spartans moving the other way. Spartans dump it in. They'll go for another change. Very conservative so far. They've just been really willing to dump it in and make sure they have fresh players out on the ice. Travis Lynch, fourth line out there. He gets a shot on net, but that's right into the chest of Jake Hildebrand for his 4th save of the game.
More conservative play from each of these teams. Another thing, these teams are both playing on rather unfamiliar ice. Obviously, if there's any team in the Big Ten tournament that's going to be familiar with the ice at Joe Louis Arena, it's going to be Michigan or Michigan State. But that said, both teams playing on ice that might be a little quicker, might be a little slower than what they're used to at home. And also both teams playing on much more springy boards. Joe Louis Arena known for having some of the springiest boards in all of the NHL.
Michigan got a shot on net there out of the faceoff. But the Spartans will come it the other way. DeBlau's line is back out there. Kopp with an interception. Toe drags there. Now gets a shot on net. That one's easily knocked away by Hildebrand. Spartans come down with it, and they'll get out of their own zone. That's McEachern. Spartans trying to get some offense going. They will dump it in, go for another change. Really willing to just dump it in there, get some fresh players on the ice. Not much sustained pressure either way, but Michigan is leading shots on goal 6-2. Wolverines carrying into the zone. Tries to get to Alex Kyle. That one just a little behind him. Spartans moving the other way off the boards. Good pass break up there by Bunieves. Kevin Lohan behind his own net to get it. Trickles away from him, but he'll settle it down. Tries to get it up to JT Compher. JT Compher still fighting for it. Now Dylan Larkin pivots and settles it down, but then fires it right over the stick of Zach Werenski. Michigan still unable to clear the zone before Dylan Larkin finally carries it out. Skates around one Michigan player and one Michigan State defender and dumps it in. Larkin in pursuit. He's joined by Justin Selman and Zach Hyman. Spartans come away with the puck. Here comes Ryan Keller the other way. Now here comes the Spartans, and a Spartan player goes down. That was Krieger, but no call there. Wolverines moving the other way. Anderson Alley fires on net, and that one's tipped high in the air. It's still going to be in play. It's going to go out of play. Michigan offensive zone faceoff coming up.
Yeah, that went up and over the netting. You know, on that possession, we saw yet again Michigan State just had one guy entering the zone. The rest of their line went for a change, and that's the game Michigan State plays. They play that defensive game, not trying to tire out their guys too quick, not too worried about getting that early get out ahead lead, because they know that they can sit back and Michigan. It's on Michigan to score. It has been all season between these two teams. It's on Michigan to score, and Michigan State is content to defend because they know eventually an opportunity will come to put a puck in the net.
Yeah, Michigan State, a very patient hockey team, waiting for the opponent to make mistakes, and that's one of the reasons they've done so well. Not a very talented hockey team, but they ended up as the second highest finisher in the Big Ten just due to their opportunistic ways, where they're able to capitalize on opponents' mistakes. Patience all game long, and willing to wait and then make you pay when the opportunity arises. They won't get a lot of opportunities. When they do, they'll capitalize. Face-off coming up here. Bunieve's third line hasn't seen much action so far in this game, but he's out there to take the draw. Still waiting to get back underway. And here we are ready to get back under action. Nieves wins the draw. Tyler corrals it. Skates behind his own net. Centers. Nieves fires. That one's saved by Jake Hildebrand. Still loose in front. But Hildebrand will cover that one. I mean, another offensive zone faceoff coming for the Wolverines. Already 8 shots on net. Just 6 minutes plus into this game.
Yeah, and you say 8 shots on net, but that's the first really good scoring opportunity for the Wolverines. Getting a puck centered to the slot and getting a slap shot on net. That's, to me, how Michigan's going to score tonight, going towards the slot, not scoring in the scrums.
Nieves loses that draw. Spartans coming the other way. There's Haig fighting for it in the corner, but the Wolverines come away with it. Mott gets ahead to Dexter Danks. Danks chases it into the right corner. He's checked there along the boards, and Holland will come away with it behind his own net. Holland waits, patiently waiting. He'll pass it across to his partner, Carson Gatt. Holland will dump it back to Gatt behind his own net. Back to Holland, but Danks goes down into the boards. He was trying to break up that play. The Wolverines are able to keep it in. Spartans still not able to clear the zone. They're finally able to get out of there. And they will fire it in way intentionally wide. Go back for a partial change. Down in corrals behind his own net. Wolverines and Spartans both giving chase. Spartans now finally setting up some offense. Possessing. That's a shot on goal, but that one's held there by Steve Racine. First true test for the goaltender, and he is able to stand up to it.
And yeah, throughout the season, Steve Racine in net tonight. Throughout the season, there's been a goalie battle kind of between Michigan's two main goaltenders, Steve Racine, Zach Nagelbort. I think a lot of people would agree that Racine is the better goalie. Just the last couple of weeks, he's been injured. Finally able to come back and play for this Big Ten tournament.
Spartans win the draw, fired on net. That one's deflected wide. Kyle tries to feed ahead to Compher. That one goes too far. But Compher able to beat out the icing call. Corrals on the left side board. Here's Compher. Compher cycling back through the zone. Feeds Orensky at the left point. Orensky dumps it back in. Tries to find Kopp. That one skips over his stick. Now Kopp to Kyle. Centered in front. Kyle comes away with it. Kyle dishes now to Kopp. Kopp spins. Tries to cut back in front. Wolverine still chipping away in front. That front scrum fires from Kevin Lohan. That one goes wide. Quite a scrum in front of the net. Wolverine still in possession of the puck. They'll dump it back in, go for a change. Alex Kyle giving pursuit. Spartans come away with it. Try and feed out. Kevin Lohan breaks that up. Nifty toe drag there by Ryan Keller, but Lohan able to get a stick in the way. Keller has it at center ice. The Spartans dump it in. Orensky able to claim it there. Feeds Selman, and then unable to connect with Dylan Larkin. Spartans able to hold the zone. Ferrantino fighting for it. Now here's Keller. That wouldn't be a blocker save there. Another fire. That one goes well wide. Blocked by Kevin Lohan. Spartans still maintaining possession. Ferrantino digging away. Gets it back to the point. Fired. And that one's a nice save there. Pad save by Steve Racine. Cox has it behind the net, and that will come out. Wolverines coming the other way. Selman giving chase. The Spartans able to get it out of their own zone. Now Hyman had to wait up for the delayed offsides. Wasn't able to get it in. Hyman and Keller scrapping for it on the right side boards. It will squirt out to Cutler Martin. Cutler Martin tries to find Dexter Dank, but that one's intercepted. Keller has seen a lot of ice time. He gets a shot on goal there. Easy chest save by Steve Racine. Hyman and Danks moving the other way. Hyman tries to fire. That one's blocked down. The Michigan State defender. Spartans now moving the other way. Lazy pass there. Andrew Sinelli comes over and greets William Haig on the right side boards, and Wolverines come away with it. Here's a 2-on-2 opportunity. Bunieves slows it down, now finds his man Serval at the point, fires, and that one goes wide. Good save there by Jake Hildebrand. Little scrum. Bunieves is putting a little headlock there and just push on the ice. No call coming from the officials. Dexter Danks skates backwards, gets it his own blue line. Now gets it back, gives it to Serval, right back from him. And Downing will retreat into his own zone. Wolverines trying to get it set up. Poor play there. Didn't find Nieves, but another errant pass by the Spartans. And Mock comes away with it. Mock gains the zone. 1-on-3. Unable to break down the wall of Spartan defenders. And he'll just turn and chip it in and go off for a change. Good pressure there by Alex Kyle. Gets the puck back. Finds a trailer. Downing fires. And no one's held. Rebound chance. And Jake Hildebrand covers that one as well. Two good opportunities there by the Wolverines. Just as the Spartans are looking to gain some momentum. Wolverines answer right back with some offense of their own.
And Jake Hildebrand is always cool, calm, and collected in the crease. Finds the puck, has great vision, able to see it coming through a forest of Wolverines, forest of his own Spartans as well, and just able to knock that down, controls the rebound is one of the biggest keys. You see goalies that are unable to control the rebound. They might be the best guy at being able to see the puck in and deflecting it, but if you can't keep that rebound in front of you and keep it from squirting too far away, that's when you get those second chance opportunities. And right there, Kopp was ready to attack if Hildebrand was unable to cover that thing up. But Hildebrand, that's why he's the Big Ten goalie of the year, because he is able to really see the puck as it comes in and stop it from getting away from him.
And in an interesting statistic, Wolverines lead 10-6 on shots on goal. That's one of the more misleading figures you'll see this early in the game, only 11 minutes into the game. And if you saw just those numbers, you'd expect this was a very fast-paced hockey game, lots of action, but those have been pretty low-quality options. Wouldn't you agree, Eli? Pretty low-quality scoring opportunities by both squads, both putting a lot of shots on net, but neither goaltender has really been tested so far.
Yeah, neither goaltender has really had to kind of strut their stuff. I think both guys, again, they're in the same boat as the rest, as both teams are. They are trying to get settled in. Neither of them wants to make a big mistake, so neither two teams are selling out too much on the offensive end. They want to play conservative, and similarly, the goaltenders are they're able to take what's thrown at them so far. But that could break down as we move further into the game, and both teams kind of loosen up and get more into their own element.
Kopp to take the face-off against Matt DeBlau. Kopp wins it back. Kevin Lohan at the right point. Now a scrum along the right side boards. There's JT Compher fighting for it, along with a number of Spartans. That one will pop out of there. The Wolverines come away with it. Compher fires on net. That one's safe. Rebound opportunity. Backhand goes wide of the net. Good opportunity there by the Wolverines. Spartans able to avoid any further damage. They're moving the other way. McInkern and Barry. Barry tries to find the trailer, but that one gets out of the zone. Errant pass. His man Drager did not have his stick on the ice. And the Spartans will have to reset. They retreat back into their own zone. There's Barry, pivots. Trying to work out his own zone. He's pressured there. It's across center ice. Now gains the zone. Now poke checked away. Dylan Larkin goes down. No call there. Selman carries into the zone 1-on-4. Works behind his own net. And we actually will see a call there for Dylan Larkin going down. Delayed penalty upcoming. Power play coming up for the Wolverines. Dangerous opportunity here for the Wolverines. Chance to get on the board first. This is a big opportunity for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Michigan's power play this season has been one of their biggest assets. When they're able to convert on the power play and get those goals on early, especially in a situation like this, playing a very defensive-minded team, it would force Michigan State to try and sell out a little bit when their defense has to relax and move towards a transition towards an offensive-minded strategy. That's when Michigan would be able to maybe pile on a few more goals.
Michigan exactly 25% on the power play this year. Bunieves kicked out of the faceoff circuit. Dylan Larkin will replace him there. Larkin wins the draw. Wierenski at the right point. Now centers into that umbrella look. That one's tipped away there by Joe Cox. Joe Cox will try and clear out of the zone. Renski able to hold it in, and now Cox gets it out. Cox in hot pursuit. Dylan Larkin back to claim it there. Still pressured by Cox. He's pushed off the puck. Not much strength on the puck there by Dylan Larkin. He'll come away with it nonetheless. Wolverines moving 4-on-3 the other way. Dylan Larkin gains the zone. Now try and get the offense set up. Drops it back off to Renski. Renski cycles back. Now here's Nieves on the left side boards. Hyman down low where he's ultra dangerous. Hyman centers, and that one's deflected, but that one go deflected once, and then Hildebrand deflects it into the netting. Wolverines get another offensive faceoff coming up, and they'll put their second power play unit out there.
And, I mentioned Michigan's strength as a penalty shooting team on the power play. Michigan State also best in the Big Ten at the penalty kill, 86% on the year on the penalty kill. So these are two, we've been saying it all game, a high-power offensive against a very good defense.
Kopp wins the draw. Here's Downing on the right side point. There's Kopp. Works it down low. Centers. And that one goes just wide. Good opportunity there by the Wolverines. Downing still corrals it. Wolverines still pressuring. Downing winds up. Fires. That one's blocked wide by the Spartans. Spartans trying to clear the zone. That one's kept in. Got it on net. Hildebrand forced to pedal that one away. Here's Kopp sitting on the right side. Now there's Mott. Downing on the right side point. Skates to the center. Fires. That one's deflected and scores! Wolverines take the lead. Power play goal. And they lead 1-0 here early in the Big Ten tournament.
Great power play goal by the Wolverines. Nice job. Looked like Compher down there in front, just getting the tip over the left side of Jake Hildebrand. Downing firing from the point, coming in towards the slot. And I said it before, if Michigan's going to score tonight, it's going to be when they get shots coming in from the slot. Hildebrand, very good side to side.
And that one looked like it went off a Spartan player. That looked like it went off John Drager. I don't know if Mott got a piece of that.
I saw a 7. Drager's a 7. Compher's a 7. I am a little bit colorblind, so it could have been wrong. But in any case, Michigan got the puck towards the middle. Downing got that puck right at the point, walked towards the middle, stepped in a little bit into the slot, and fired. And that's going to be the difference in this game is can Michigan get the shots into the slot and force Hildebrand to face shots head on? Because if they're coming from the sides, Hildebrand is one of the best goalies in the country at stopping those goals from, edge to edge.
Wolverines win the draw, and Calderon dumps it in deep. Spartans retrieve it there. Wolverines with a little more pep in their step after taking an early 1-0 lead. Tries to find Travis Lynch, and he'll shovel that one along towards Jake Hildebrand, who'll just cover that one. Staying on offensive zone face-off for the Wolverines. They'll put their third line back out there, centered by Bunieves.
Bunieves has seen a lot of time tonight. Could be an interesting strategic move coming from Red Berenson. Normally, Michigan relies heavily on those first two lines because those have been the lines that have scored the brunt of the goals for the Wolverines so far this year.
And the Spartans win the draw. They'll corral behind their own net. They'll come out to Darnell. They'll try and chip it in. Now it's found there by William Haig. He'll skate around the net. Still with it. Now here's Krieger. Now Nieves will chip it out. Spartans still hold the zone. Spartans get in deep again. William Haig working for it. Tries to find a man. Excuse me. That's Brett Darnell. Tries to find William Haig. Wolverines will get it out of there. Dexter Danks in hot pursuit to avoid the icing, and he does indeed. Scrum for it in the right side corner. Danks fighting for it. He'll come away with it. Gets it to Lohan at the right side point. Now finds Nieves. Skates behind the net. Goes for the shot and whiffs on it. Spartans come away with it. Here's Krieger. He's coming the other way. Spartans trying to get the other way. Poor pass there, and they'll just be forced to dump it in. Only one man for the Spartans going in there. That's Matt Berry. Didn't have much support. Trying to finally get some reinforcement. Fires. Tough angle shot there. It goes across the crease, but no damage done for the Spartans. McEachern retrieves it. Behind the goal line. Fire from the point. And a good saves there by Racine. Wolverines coming the other way. Alex Kyle moving in 1-on-2. And he gets it poked away. Easy job there by the two Spartans defenders. defending just one Wolverine. Spartans moving the other way. That one appears it'll be icing, but it will be waved off. Downing shovel it to Serville behind his own net. Now Hyman gets out of his own zone, coming up the right side boards, working against 4 Spartans. Tough task, and he loses the puck. Larkin now tries to get a poke check in. Spartans temporarily lose the puck. Toe drag there and shot. That one goes high and wide. Spartans still have the zone. Downing fighting for it. Larkin 2. Larkin gets it out to Selman. And a trip there. No call. Unintentional there. Spartans were playing the puck. Hyman gets it in. Goes along the left side boards. Looking for center for Selman. That pass is broken up. Hyman pressing on the left side boards. Wolverine's able to keep it in. And that one now trickles out. And Spartans take possession. They'll chip it in and go off for a change. Racine stops that one completely behind his net. Andersonelli takes it there. Starts to his left, goes back to his right. Now feeds across to Cutler Martin. Cutler Martin, Wolverine's 4th line out there. Calderon in hot pursuit, as is Travis Lynch. The Spartans will grab that one. Brooke Krieger, who's just out for a long shift, right back out there for the Spartans. Fired, and that one's right in the chest. Rebound opportunity. Chance in the slot there. But Travis Lynch was not able to put it home. Travis Lynch, nifty play there. Poke from behind. He's able to dump it back in. Wolverine's 4th line still out there. Jacobs, one of the Big Ten freshmen, all Big Ten, able to come away with it. Spartans now able to get out of the zone. They'll go all the way down. Icing will be waved off. Zach Wierenski gives a puzzled look to the official, who waves off icing. Wolverines will try and get their offense going. They went for a change. 3rd line right back out there. Bunieves gets to Tyler Mott. Tries to feed it right back. Quick 1-2 pass to Bunieves, but that one's broken up. McEachern moving the other way. Centering attempt. That one's broken up. Fires. Good opportunity there, and that one trickles out at the point. Spartans still pressure. Fires from up top, and that one's gloved there by Steve Racine. He chested it down up in the air and then was able to get the rebound before it even hit the ice. Very difficult for any player to baseball that one into the net when it's that high up. The Wolverines maintain their 1-0 lead.
Racine has impressed me a lot so far. Just fielded a shot coming from his left side, went into the crease, able to get that poke check, and then the puck fell to Ron Boyd and get another nice save, hitting the puck up into the air and catching it over 2 men just in front. Racine has been pretty calm so far, and that's why he's the one that's in goal for the Wolverines rather than Zach Nagavort. Racine, definitely a more athletic player, and they missed him down the stretch there as Michigan kind of stifled their offense was stifled a little bit, and they had a rough stretch from the January into February, and that's what really caused them to end up being a 3 seed rather than winning the Big Ten regular season.
Yeah, this team with all the talent, I don't think it's unreasonable to say they should have won the Big Ten title going away. Minnesota did suffer some surprising losses. I expected Minnesota and Michigan to right down to the wire. Indeed, they did. Michigan State was kind of the surprise dark horse contender. They entered the final weekend of the regular season with the lead. But after Michigan won at 1, and then Michigan State returned the favor at Yost, Minnesota was able to sneak in there and claim the title. But if Michigan won all the games they should have, they could have easily had this regular season Big Ten title. Nonetheless, they're going for the tournament title here. They hold a 1-0 lead with 2:48 to go in the first period. Offensive zone phase up by the Spartans. They win it. Boyd corrals at the left point. Now finds McEachern on the left side boards. Compher coming away with it. Wolverines able to get out of the zone. Here comes Compher. 2-on-1 the other way. Compher fires, and that one's wide. Wraparound attempt, and that one goes wide as well. Wolverines still gaining pressure here. Downing's pass is errant. Spartans come away with it. Spartans moving the other way. They'll gain the zone. Dump it in. Downing and Berry fighting for it there. Downing looks shaken up. That does not look good. Downing is down. And no call outcoming from the officials. Rough check there by Berry right into the boards. Downing's back up. He looks a little shaken up, but he's still out there playing. I think he'll be okay.
Looks like a lower body injury from here.
Wolverines coming the other way. Kopf carries it down. Fires off the post. What a shot there. Almost an absolute snipe there by Andrew Kopf. He was all alone in the goaltender. He had Hildebrand beat, but not the post, the goalie's best friend. Spartans quickly the other way. Ryan Keller digging for it in the corner. Sinelli. Game starting to pick up a little bit of speed. And we'll see a stoppage here believe it was a hand pass.
Puck went up into the stands.
That's what it was. I wasn't sure where the puck went.
And just an update on Downing, as he went to the bench, it looked like he was kind of favoring his right knee. Something on that right side lower body looked to be the case. And he had a few words for the referee as he skated off the ice. But he is going to stay on the bench, not going into the tunnel right now, just has his head in his hands right now, just trying to nurse it, maybe get back into this game. You would expect it would take an act of God for him to not want to continue in this game.
And a shot on goal there by Zach Hyman. Eli went a little bit into the play there and unable to keep you updated, but nice, easy glove save there by Jake Hildebrand. 18th shot on goal. He's made 17 saves so far. Keep the Wolverines to that 1-goal advantage. False start on the faceoff. And the Spartan will be the one kicked out of there. That's Matt DeBlau. Wolverines win the draw. Comes to Snelly at the right point, and we'll see a penalty upcoming. Looks like it'll be on the Wolverines. Unsure what the call is. Do you see what that was, Eli?
Looked like it might have been a trip. Hyman's going to the box. We'll see in the replay here real quick.
Yeah, right off the draw. Pretty weak call there. Didn't look like it was intentional by any means, but nonetheless, it is the official's call, and the Spartans looking at an opportunity here the last minute 29 of this period and carrying over into the first 30 seconds of the second period. Spartans get an opportunity here. Nonetheless, they will start.
Looks like offsetting penalties, actually, because the faceoff is going to stay down in the Michigan State end, and I do see just the tip of a stick in the Michigan State box. Looks like Matt DeBlau went to the box for the Spartans.
And we'll see 2 minutes of 4-on-4 here in the last minute 30 of the first period. Wolverines lead 1-0. They have it. Selman feeds it across to Zach Wierenski. Toe drags over one defender. That's Michael Ferrantino. Now pivots. He's knocked over there. Wolverines still take possession, but they lose the zone. Kevin Lohan slows it down. Knocks it back across to Dylan Larkin. Skates out his own zone across the center ice. And now gains the zone. Wraparound attempt, and he tries to center it. Easy save there by Jake Hildebrand. No Wolverines knocking on the door. Spartans now moving the other way. 4-on-4. Good poke check there from behind by Tyler Mott. Wolverines coming the other way. Bunieves coming one-on-one. Tips between the defender's legs. Tries to get it off, and good defensive play there. Wolverines still able to hold the zone. Tyler Mott comes away with it. Tries to fire. Good save there by Jake Hildebrand. Both teams playing 4-on-4. Bunieves digging for it. Downing shot from the point, and that was off the boards. Fires! No goal. And that one was a very close opportunity. Nieves centers. Downing shot. Rebound attempt. Nieves is wide. Flurry of action here. Spartans able to clear the zone finally. Those bouncy Joe Louis sports, as Eli mentioned earlier, really having their toll. Hildebrand almost lost it. Fires. That one's another good save there by Hildebrand. Downing 4 seconds ago. Fires. Tries to be tipped in by Kopp. Fires again. And that will be the end of the first period. What a flurry of action to end the first period. And the Wolverines will head into the locker room with a 1-0 lead. They'll be pleased with that. We'll enter the second period with 30 seconds of 4-on-4 action. Offsetting penalties. Eli, what are your thoughts on that first period?
Well, I just wanted to clarify those 2 penalties. Hyman went off for interference off of that draw, and DeBlau for the Spartans went off for embellishment. So you mentioned could have been a weak call, and the rest kind of agreed. It was indeed a little bit of went down too easy on Matt DeBlau's part. In any case, really like the action here from these 2 teams in the first period. Both took a little while to get settled in, but once they were, they gave us a really nice game. And you know, they're playing hard. They're playing athletic. They're starting to pick up the pace. And I think, you know, as we move to the second period with Michigan up, Michigan State's going to be, you know, trying to claw back into this one. They're going to have to play a more offensive game, and we're going to see them try and empty out their zone a little bit more often. We could see Michigan have maybe more scoring chances. Michigan State certainly going to be looking for a few more of their own to try and even this one out, because really for both of these teams, neither of them is going to get an at-large bid, and the winner of this game is going to continue their season. The loser is going to be going home because they will not be able to get that at-large bid into the NCAA tournament.
And that will do it for our first period coverage. We'll be right back in about 15 minutes as Eli Sherman and Leo Blavin will bring you the second period of Michigan versus Michigan State hockey in the Big Ten semifinals.
And welcome back to Joe Louis Arena. I'm Eli Sherman alongside Leo Blavin here for the second period of this Big Ten hockey tournament semifinal. Michigan has a 1-0 lead on Michigan State. The two teams will start with a 4-on-4 as we start the second period. Hyman in the box for the Wolverines after an interference call, and Matt DeBlau in the box for the Spartans after an embellishment call. Leo, what does Michigan need to do if they want to add to their lead? What does Michigan State need to do if they want to claw back into this one?
Well, for the Michigan side, they just need to continue to pepper Hildebrand with shots. They got 24 shots in the first period, so Hildebrand can be beat, as Michigan saw. They did get one goal, but they've just got to keep peppering him with shots. As for Michigan State, they've got to get their offense going. They have just 8 shots through the first period, and that's got to change, regardless of who's in net for Michigan.
Kopp wins the draw against Michael Ferrantino over the Spartans. We're back underway. Michigan has the puck in the offensive zone, trying to facilitate the offense. Shot comes in from the point. That one knocked away by Hildebrand. Puck falls to Ferrantino. Ferrantino comes across center ice, tries to dump it in the zone, just loses it. Puck comes up ice to Kopp. Michigan going right to left as we see it. Puck rings around the boards in the Michigan State zone and cleared out. No, dispossessed. Hyman gets the puck and puts a shot on net. Hildebrand covers that one up. And puck coming to the left of Hildebrand for this faceoff.
And Michigan doing a good job on the forecheck. That's something that Michigan has worked on all season and continually improved upon, is creating offense with their forecheck, forcing turnovers, and against a Michigan State defensive side that's so strong at blocking shots. When you can catch them off guard by getting a forecheck steal, that can be a huge opportunity on offense.
Larkin thrown out of the faceoff to Blau, and Hyman out of the box. Michigan wins the faceoff, but the puck is dispossessed, and now Brock Krieger tries to get a clear. Larkin keeps it in. Krieger ends up with the puck yet again on the far boards. Gets it up forward to Jacobs. Puck dumped into the Michigan zone. Lohan coming around, able to chip it out. He finds Werenski. Werenski gets it up ice. And that puck just out of the reach of Hyman. Puck comes back into the Michigan zone. Werenski possesses. Now in the near boards, Hyman. Hyman chips it into the zone, down off the end boards. Michigan State gets the puck. Josh Jacobs tries to clear. Puck stays in for Michigan. Cutler Martin fires a shot. That one deflected, gets his own rebound. Fires another one. Dexter Danks in the corner, fighting for it. Gets it out into the slot to Bunievis. He fires that one right into the chest of Jake Hildebrand. Hildebrand covers that one up.
And that's one Nieves certainly would like to have back. He looked up into the sky in frustration after that shot. Is you're not going to get many opportunities against this Spartan defense for a wide open shot from the slot like that. However, he just shot it right into the chest of Hildebrand. You've got to make Hildebrand work at least. He's too good a goaltender to simply shoot it right at him.
Yeah, Boo just didn't get Goodwood on that puck. Michigan wins the draw. Martin fires one in. That one blocked away by the Spartans. Ferrantino took the meat of that one. Now coming the other way, breakaway shot by Ryan Keller. That one knocked away by Steve Racine. Puck comes out. Alex Kyle fighting for it. Puck goes into the Michigan State zone, and Rhett Holland is going to facilitate. They clear it out up to Connor Wood. Connor Wood coming across into the Michigan zone. Dispossessed and fired out of the zone. Ryan Keller going to finish off that change as they move to the fourth line. Puck into the zone. Connor Wood dumped it in there. Michigan ends up with it on a good athletic play going around the end boards. Shot comes in, just goes wide of the glove. Steve Racine, and rolls around to the far boards. High stick called. Looks like it's going to be on Michigan, so the puck's going to come back into the Michigan zone.
Not a lot of pace from either side so far here in the second period. However, it was Ryan Keller, who had the best opportunity so far in this game. Michigan State's not going to get many of those chances. They've got to do a better job, as Keller was wide open skating down the ice, and he simply needed to have a better finish on that one to beat Racine.
Michigan wins the draw on the near side. Coming across out of their zone is Downing, up to Compher. Compher coming across the blue line. Leaves it for Alex Kyle, just out of Kyle's reach, and now Michigan State going to come the other way. McEachran trying to get to it, but that one gets iced by Matt Berry, and the puck's going to come back into the Michigan State zone. Face off to the right of Jake Hildebrand. 1-0, 17:05 remaining here in the second period.
Michigan State still with just 9 shots so far in the contest. That's got to change for the Spartans to get back into it. They're not an offensive juggernaut by any means, but they certainly need to at least get 1 goal to tie things up, and they have Hildebrand in net, so 1 goal from the Spartans could do a lot for them, at least get this game to overtime.
Michigan won the draw. Downing had a quick shot from the slot. That one was deflected wide. Puck came out of the zone. Now coming back in for Compher. Compher threads it forward to Kyle. Kyle leaves it for Compher. Compher into the middle of the zone. Looked like a trip on Kopp. No call. Coming the other way is William Haag. Big hit on the far boards. The ref went down. Looked like Downing might have been down there too. Puck fired into the Michigan State zone. Dispossessed. Now Darnell coming out of the zone. Forward to Thomas Ebbing. Ebbing on the near side. Stops, hands it back to Josh Jacobs, the defenseman. He fires a shot. That one goes well high off the boards and out of the zone. Coming back the other way is Josh Jacobs. Now the puck forward to Brent Darnell. Michigan ends up with the puck in their own zone. Werenski forward. Travis Lynch tips it into the zone, but onto the stick of Krieger. And Michigan ends up with the puck near center ice. Puck fire into the zone. Stoppage of play called. Looks like Calderon might have been called for interference. Instead, it's going to be offsides. They were pointing at Werenski. But anyways, puck's going to come to center ice for a face-off. Larkin won the draw, pushed forward to Hyman. Hyman now behind the Michigan State net, fighting for possession. Tripped up behind the net, and that's going to be a penalty. Tripping called against number 11, Rhett Holland of the Spartans. So Michigan going to go on another power play. Their first goal of the game came on the power play as Michael Downing drilled a shot from the slot and had the benefit of a John Drager tip in front of the net.
It's the Arizona Coyotes prospect, Rhett Holland, who's fallen victim to, like so many other players have to, Zach Hyman. When he has the puck, especially by the net, so dangerous, and he's drawn so many penalties this year. Crucial for Michigan to try to get a second goal and pad their lead on this power play.
State wins the draw. Puck nearly cleared by Joe Cox. Instead, Werenski able to catch that one right at his chest. They're going to call a high stick on Werenski. Not sure what the call was there. Looked like Werenski caught it with his gloves and just dropped it down.
It looked like he had his stick high when he caught it, and he never really removed his glove from the stick. So ultimately, I think that was the right call.
In any case, Bunieves comes out for the draw, facing off with Thomas Ebbing. Michigan State wins the puck, and they fire it down a clear into the Michigan zone. Larkin, Hyman, Bunieves on the ice for the Wolverines. Werenski in there too, as well as Selman. Hyman in down behind the Michigan State net, fighting for possession, trying to find a man out in the slot. Shot from the far side. Larkin rejected. Gets his own rebound out to Werenski. Werenski from the top of the slot to Larkin. Larkin in the slot. A shot deflected. Nieves from the near boards. Shot fired by Larkin. That one goes wide. After the puck bounces around a little bit, Larkin ends up with it. Now Hyman down behind the net. Dispossessed, Spartans get the puck. Bunieves just able to keep it in as it ringed around the boards. Nieves from the slot to Hyman. Hyman finds Larkin. Larkin fires. Nice glove save by Hildebrand. Bunieves with the puck behind the net. Over to Larkin. Larkin fires. That one wide. And Hildebrand just able to cover that one up. Bouncing around the feet of the men in front of the crease. And Hildebrand dived forward.
Hildebrand showing you why he was the Big Ten Player of the Year. It saves like that, even when his team caught out of position on that power play, giving up a great 1-2 opportunity for Michigan, and Hildebrand going across his goal mount, just getting the tip of his glove on it to punch it away. And he's been absolutely tremendous this entire season, and he's kept the Spartans in this game so far. He's already faced 33 shots, and we still have over 10 minutes left to go in the second period. he has been absolutely a one-man wrecking crew for the Spartans so far in this game, and he's the reason that the Spartans only trail by a goal.
And the refs just now were able to get Hyman untangled from Hildebrand. There was a mass of bodies and limbs down there in the crease after that scrum. 49 seconds remain on the Red Holland power play. Michigan with a 1-0 lead, 14:27 remaining here in the second. You're listening to WCBN Sports at the Big Ten Tournament. Cop on for the Wolverines. Michigan went for a full change after that stoppage, as did the Spartans. Facing off with the Blau. Cop wins the draw. Back to Compher. Compher threads over to Downing. Shot in the middle. Kyle just went high over the net. Now Kyle from the slot. He has another shot deflected in front of the net. And now coming out is McAkern. Leo shaking his head. His name apparently McEachran. We've had trouble with that one all year. Michigan State never really gives us a clear answer whenever we ask how to pronounce his name. In any case, Michigan coming back down the ice with the puck. Compher into the zone. That one down into the far corner. Compher trying to handle the puck in the corner, dispossessed. Kopp ends up with it. Kyle in the circle, now Downing. Downing a shot. That one bounces wide off the pads of Hildebrand, and Michigan State comes up with the puck. 3-on-2 coming the other way. Holland out of the box. Shot almost went off from Ryan Keller, but Kyle there with a nice poke check, knocking it away. Now the Spartans and Wolverines fighting for it in the far corner. Shot came across into the slot and intercepted by Travis Lynch. Travis Lynch, a one-man show right now, trying to fight for it in the Michigan State zone. Now has some help from Tony Calderon. Brent Darnell wins the puck from Calderon.
And penalty coming up for the Wolverines is apparently Travis Lynch was being a little bit too physical along those end boards. Looks like elbowing is going to be the call, and I didn't see a lot of contact live in the action. I saw the referee immediately go up with the hand, so I knew the penalty was coming, but we'll have to take a look at the replay to see if this was indeed a good call. But nonetheless, Spartans will get a golden opportunity with 5-on-4 hockey for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, no replay as of yet on that possible penalty. Lynch going to the box. And right now, the TV broadcast is profiling Jake Hildebrand. He really has been the story of the year for the Spartans. I think if it weren't for him, it's safe to say that Michigan State might not be here playing in the semifinal right now. Hildebrand, 6 shutouts this season, good for second in the NCAA. 930 save percentage, 2.12 goals against average on the season, both good enough to lead the Big Ten in terms of goalies. He is, of course, the Big Ten Player of the Year, as well as the Big Ten Goaltender of the Year. A lot of Michigan fans would say might not have been deserving of that award. Hyman maybe had a strong argument for getting the Player of the Year award. In any case, just about ready to get back underway here. Travis Lynch in the box for the Wolverines. They're going to be on the penalty kill with a 1-0 lead here. 12:57 remaining. I'm Eli Sherman alongside Leo Blavin. You're listening to WCBN Sports.
Big penalty kill coming up for the Wolverines. Obviously, crucial that Michigan doesn't allow Michigan State to even things up with how well Hildebrand's been playing in net for the Spartans.
Kopp kicked out of the draw, but Compher wins it right away. Nearly a clear. Just kept on the stick of Josh Jacobs. Spartans facilitating the power play. Shot comes from the point. That one knocked down in the slot. Puck comes back out to Jacobs. Jacobs threads forward onto the far boards. Looks like Matt Berry. Back to Jacobs. Jacobs from the point. Over to DeBlau. DeBlau from the near point. Into Berry. Berry trying to find a lane. Skates with it. Over to DeBlau. DeBlau from the point to the near boards. McEachran. Now DeBlau from the point. Back across to Jacobs. Down low to Berry. Berry nearly dispossessed. Wierenski fighting for it with Berry. Kopp there to harass him. Jacobs now to Berry. Berry into the slot. Berry fires. Glove save by Racine. That one went wide. Michigan State with the puck yet again. Michigan has yet to get a clear on this power play. Shot coming in from the left side. That one goes wide. Jacobs from the point. Michigan State has not found a good passing lane thus far. Barry a shot in. That one deflected wide. Ends up on the stick of DeBlau. DeBlau over to Jacobs. Jacobs a shot. That one goes wide. Puck came across this crease and goes through over to Jacobs. Down low to Barry. Barry dispossessed. Goal! Barry just able to get that one down low. Looked like it might have been Thomas Ebbing.
Nonetheless, a big goal for Michigan State as they've evened things up here. And with how well Hildebrand's playing, Michigan has just fallen into a worst-case scenario. It's just 13 shots so far for the Spartans. They get their first goal. Michigan's already pounded Hildebrand with 32 shots and have just one goal to show for it. So Michigan in a dangerous position now as power play goals could be the difference in this game.
So looking at the replay, it was indeed Barry on that goal. Ebbing was right there, but couldn't get his stick there in time to get that extra touch. Puck went in without his help. So a tie game now, and this isn't the position Michigan really wants to be in as Compher fires a shot. That one deflected wide by Hildebrand. With Michigan State in a tie game or winning situation, as Larkin fires, that one deflected. Michigan going to have to, the onus really is on Michigan to score because Michigan State plays a much better defensive game. They'd be better served if this one ended up going to overtime. Hyman down behind the Michigan State net. He fires a shot. Wrister goes off the shoulder of Hildebrand. That one comes straight down, back onto the stick of Hyman. Hyman on the near boards, fighting for it in the corner. Gets it back to Downing. Downing fires one in, trying to find Hyman, just past him. Larkin behind the net. Larkin trying to find Hyman, fighting with two Spartans. Back to Downing. Downing from the blue line, over to Larkin. Larkin from the near point. Fires one in. That one bounces down off the stick of Salmon. Now Ryan Keller able to find Joe Cox at the Michigan blue line. Joe Cox dumps that one in. Michigan State goes for a wholesale change. Dexter Danks tips it into the zone. Looks like he didn't get enough on that one for the ref's liking. He's going to go for an icing. Look at the shots on goal right now. Michigan leading 33-13. Just an outrageous number of shots coming from the Wolverines. And Jake Hildebrand has more or less been standing on his head. The lone goal for the Wolverines came on a power play.
I mean, he's just showing you why he is indeed the best player in the country. Michigan's got Zach Hyman, who Wolverine fans have been hoping for.
Best player in the country. Not sure if I agree with that one.
In the conference, I should have said.
There it is.
But he certainly made his case that he may be the best goaltender in the country because he's been absolutely tremendous all season long, and that performance is continuing tonight.
William Haig pushes it forward into the Michigan zone. Josh Jacobs into the corner. Over to Ebbing. That one comes out. Shot fired high. That one goes over to the net onto the stick of McEachran. Brent Darnell, excuse me. Brent Darnell in the corner. Over to Haig. Haig fighting for it in the corner. Ends up on the stick of Darnell. And Michigan able to win the puck. Wierenski fighting for that one. And they get a clear. No. He's going to say no call on the icing. Arm hadn't gone up quite just yet. Ref raises it at the last second. And the puck's going to come down for yet another icing.
And all of a sudden, momentum squarely in the Spartans' favors. They've been dominating possession of late. And Michigan needs to respond after that goal against them. They certainly can't allow Michigan State to rattle off a second one and take a lead.
Mott kicked out of the draw. Michigan State wins the draw. Quick shot by McEachran. Ends up in the far corner. Matt Barry fighting for it. He's dispossessed. Puck falls to Mott. Mott gets a clear. Goes off the boards into the Michigan State zone. Michigan going for a much-needed change after two straight icings. Josh Jacobs from out of his own zone over to Rhett Holland. Into the zone. DeBlau missed it. Now coming the other way for a one-on-one is Alex Kyle. Compher coming from behind. He shoots and scores. Alex Kyle coming the other way on a one-on-one. Waited just that last half beat. Finds Compher in the slot. And Compher just fires top shelf right over the left shoulder of Jake Hildebrand. And right as soon as Michigan allowed Michigan State to get the equalizer, they go back on top 2-1 Michigan.
Just talking about how Michigan's got to find a way to respond after that Spartan power play goal. No better way to do it than with a top shelf goal. Is a great shot by Compher, not only beating the defender in front of him, but somehow getting past Hildebrand, the guy who's seemingly invincible in that. Huge goal for the Wolverine to get back the lead. You're not going to get many opportunities on breakaway opportunities against Hildebrand, but they took advantage of that one.
Larkin wins the draw. Tied up was Selman with Michigan State Spartan. They both go down. Puck ends up in the Michigan zone. Fired forward to Hyman. Hyman coming across. He fires a shot in. That goes wide. Fighting forward is Larkin on the near boards. Fighting with Joe Cox. Puck ends up on the stick of Ferrantino. He threads it forward to Ryan Keller. Ryan Keller had a hat trick against the Wolverines in East Lansing last week, Friday night. Puck cleared out of the zone. Coming the other way is Larkin, Larkin, a big hit on the boards. Going down was Ron Boyd of the Spartans. Now Larkin coming back into the zone with the puck after it had been cleared. Trying to find a man, gets it forward up to Alex Kyle. That puck intercepted by Joe Cox. Serville fires it back into the zone. Schuer trying to harass the puck away from Michael Ferrantino. Comes out of the zone. Now forward to Schuer. Schuer to Lynch, coming across into the Michigan State zone. Shot fired from Schuer into the glove of Jake Hildebrand. And good recovery by Hildebrand, getting right back on top of his horse. Again, 2-1 here, 7:12 remaining in the second period from Joe Louis Arena. I'm Eli Sherman alongside Leo Glavin. You're listening to WCBM Sports broadcast of University of Michigan hockey. Facing off against Michigan State, a berth in the Big Ten title game on the line. The winner of this game continues their season against Minnesota. Minnesota beat up on Ohio State 3-0 in the game just before this one. And that's going to be a tough test for whoever wins. The loser will no doubt be finishing up their season. I don't think either of these two teams is going to end up with an at-large bid coming out of this season.
Well, certainly not both mathematically eliminated from any sort of pairwise ranking, getting them into the tournament at this point. So, yeah, it's win or go home for both these sides. And for Michigan State, I was saying it before they got the first goal. Now I'm going to say it until they get their second, that they can't, Hildebrand can't do it all. He can't score while defending his own net. So at some point, someone else is going to have to step up for the green and white, because Hildebrand's doing just about everything he can for them. 35 shots already faced with 7:12 left to go in the second period, and he's let just 2 beat them, and both have been advantageous to Michigan. Neither goal can be squarely putting the blame on him. So he's got to do something, or Michigan State's got to do something on their offensive end. They can't just hope to get more power play opportunities.
And with Michigan State trailing, this is an opportunity where Michigan could find more scoring chances. With Michigan State playing from behind, they're going to have to sell out a little bit more on that defensive end. And this being a very strong defensive team, when they let down their guard defensively in favor of an offensive strategy, that gives Michigan the opportunities. Quick shot off the draw by Downing. That went off the leg of Darnell. Darnell went down, back up now. Darnell might have hurt something, but he seems to be skating more or less all right. Puck behind the net, fired out by Brock Krieger. Puck comes back into the zone. Now Josh Jacobs looking to clear. Gets it out of his zone. Keeps the puck after being harassed by 3 Wolverines. Travis Lynch ends up with it. Nearly got the clear. Now Krieger coming back in. Brent Darnell on the near boards. Fires out towards the slot to DeBlau. DeBlau tries to get a shot off. That was really weak off his stick. Deflected and knocked out by Tony Calderon. Puck fired in by Matt Berry. Racine manages it, gets it over to Stewart on the near board. Stewart tries to get it clear just away from his stick. Fired back in by John Drager. Puck in behind the net. Bounces towards Racine. He covers up. And Michigan's going to have a face-off to the left of Racine. Racine just 13 saves on the night.
12
saves on the night. 13 shots on goal. Hasn't had to do too much there. And the replay they're showing right now was the shot fired at Brent Arnell. Looks like he's nursing his hand there on the bench. I had said it was his leg. Certainly a shot off the wrist is a little bit more painful than the leg, given the leg has a lot more padding. Off the draw, Michigan State won it. Michigan ends up with the puck. Kopp coming into the Michigan State zone, tried to find a pass into the slot. That one was deflected. Now comes to Compher behind the net. Now Kopp behind the net. Onto the stick of Hildebrand. He covers up. A little bit of pushing and shoving after each stoppage of play here. The last couple times, these two teams getting chippy. And that's exactly what you would expect with these, arch rivals playing for a spot in the Big Ten championship game.
And in these games that, as Michigan State intends, lack a lot of the finesse we see typically from Michigan teams. Michigan State a lot more brutish of a team. They don't like to play with the puck much. They like to get clean shots off, but they really like to defend and play physical hockey. And Michigan just trying to battle that physicality so far in this game, trying to match it as best they can.
Bunievis wins the draw, but it just went off the stick of Cartler Martin in the back ice and went into the Michigan zone. Michigan regains control, threads it forward to Dexter Danks. He fires one in behind the Michigan State net. Now Mott fighting for it in the far corner. Michigan State able to win the puck, fighting for it in their own corner, trying to get the puck out of the zone. Big hit by Dexter Danks in there, gets it to Bunievis. Bunievis harassed on the near boards. Looks like a hold. Bunievis goes down, and now a whistle. Michigan State going to send another man to the box.
The Wolverines forecheck does it again. Good pressure, forcing Michigan State to make another mistake, and William Haig will go to the box.
Looked like an interference call there on Haig.
Just Bunievis being too crafty with the stick work, and Haig got his stick tangled up and ultimately took down Nieves. Not much the refs could do other than call that one. Haig didn't really give him a choice. Now Michigan has a big opportunity to increase their lead to 2.
Bunievis stays on the ice for the Wolverines. Promptly kicked out of the faceoff, and Larkin going to come in. Larkin, Hyman, Selman, and Boo, the forwards on for the Wolverines. Werenski, the defenseman. Bunievis threads over to Larkin. Werenski at the top of the slot. Over to Larkin on the far point. To Bunievis on the near point. To Larkin. Larkin a shot. That one deflected. Back to the stick of Werenski. Werenski forward to Larkin. Larkin on the far corner. Inside to Nieves, just off his stick. And goes to Joe Cox. Bunievis unable to possess that one. Joe Cox coming into the net. His Deke unable to fool Racine. Racine knocked it wide. Now coming the other way. Bunievis. Bunievis on the near point. Coming towards the near corner. Back to Werenski. Werenski trying to find a man, facilitate this power play. Puck high into the air to Bunievis. Falls to Werenski. Right at the blue line. Up to Nieves. Into the slot to Larkin. That shot was deflected and cleared.
And this is where you see how good Michigan is on the power play. They're not a team that's going to shoot themselves in the foot. They're so confident with their puck handling. And you see that on these power plays. They're not really in jeopardy of ever losing it out of the zone by their own doing. And they're great at getting into the zone.
Kopp coming in the zone now. 41 remaining on the power play. Downing from the slot, excuse me. Shot fired high. That one off the stick of Kopp. Now Kopp in a corner with it. To Downing at the top of the slot. Fakes a shot. Threads it forward to Compher on the end line. Kyle whiffs on a slap shot attempt. Puck falls to Downing. Downing into Compher. Compher from the point. Working around with it. Finds Downing at the blue line. 7 on the power play to Compher. Compher at the point. Back to Downing. Downing a shot. That one fired wide just through the crease after the rebound attempt of Kopp. Michigan State returns to full strength. Another shot comes from Compher. That one chips off the pad of Hildebrand and over in the near corner. Kyle harassed down in the corner. He was down on the ice. Ferentino looked to hold him down. Call looks like it's going to be a trip on Ferentino.
And this is how Michigan would like to play. They're in control of the game right now. They're controlling the pace, and they're forcing Michigan State to either commit penalties or allow them to get greater scoring opportunities, because Michigan, the more creative team right now, the more skillful team with the puck, and Michigan State's only response of late has been to get penalized and hope that Hildebrand can stand up in that.
So Ferentino goes to the box on the trip. Michigan leads 2-1 with 2:50 remaining here in the second period. And Hildebrand, who has really had to assert himself tonight, he's had to make 36 saves on 38 shots thus far. 38 shots. We aren't even done with 2 periods. We'll reset you real quick. Michigan scored their first in the first period on the strength of a Downing power play goal. Michigan State evened it up here in the second with a power play goal. And finally, Michigan getting the power play goal just a few moments after that Michigan State goal. Actually, excuse me, not a power play goal that Michigan won. It was a Compher snipe from the slot on a 2-on-1. You're listening to WCBN Sports Broadcast as the Big Ten semifinal matchup between Michigan and Michigan State. I'm Eli Sherman alongside Leo
You
Blavin.
should mention it's on our new home.
On our new home, YouTube. You can find all our games on YouTube from now on. YouTube, a much better broadcasting source for us and a much better source, hopefully, for you, the listener. Michigan wins the draw. Puck in the near corner. Thomas Ebbing wins it after kind of a scramble for it. Gets it forward to Joe Cox. Joe Cox trying to get the shorthanded chance going for the Spartans. Absolutely harassed by Larkin down there. And coming forward with it is Bunievis. Bunievis seen a lot more time tonight than he has in the past few weeks. Bunievis fighting for it on the near boards. That puck fired out by Jacobs. Racine settles it for Werenski. Werenski coming from behind his own net. 1 minute remaining on the power play for the Wolverines. Werenski leaves it behind him for Compher. Compher coming across the blue line. Off the boards. Plays it to himself into the corner. Mott plays it back. Downing from the slot. Fires it forward off the corner. Boards it into Mott. Mott around a Kopp. Kopp back to Mott behind the net. Fired around the boards by Jacobs, and that one's cleared. Racine settles behind his own net. 38 remaining on the power play. Coming forward is Downing. Downing leaves it for Compher. Leaves it for Kopp. Kopp coming across the blue line. The lane isn't open to the shot. Decides to pull back with forward to Kyle on the near line. To Mott. Mott around to the point. He gets knocked down in the far boards. Coming forward with it is Thomas Ebbing. Ebbing falls over with it as he tried to have a fancy move to shake off the Wolverines. Ends up losing the puck. Michigan State goes for a change. Michigan State returns to full strength as Ferentino comes out of the box. Puck played into the Michigan State zone. Puck fired in off a Michigan State stick and one. Now Ferentino coming across the blue line. Just loses it out of his reach. Mishandled the puck and onto the stick of Schuert. Schuert forward to Calderon. Calderon fires a shot. Nice glove save. Left side by Hildebrand. 28 seconds remaining here in the second period. 2-1 Michigan lead. And in these last waning seconds of the second period, expect Michigan to try and get one last scoring chance in on Hildebrand. 39 shots on goal for the Wolverines tonight. State wins the faceoff there. Schuert harasses Brock Krieger in the corner. Jacobs ends up winning the puck, and Michigan State going to carry it out of their zone. Ferentino forward to Brian Keller, just out of the reach of Keller. No shot handled by Michigan State. Now Calderon coming forward. 2-on-1 for Michigan with Schuart. Puck fired off the skate of Brock Krieger. That one up and off the netting.
Krieger doing a great job on that 2-on-1, putting his body onto the ice, not allowing Calderon to get a clean shot off. And there was no passing lane, so he forced him to shoot, and he got his skate in the way of the shot. So Hildebrand not tested on that 2-on-1 opportunity for the Wolverines with 5.8 left to go in the second.
Based on the angle of the shot, I think that one would have gone wide off the stick of Calderon anyways. In any case, Michigan loses the draw there. 2 seconds remaining on the clock. Michigan State actually gets a shot on goal, just kind of a little slider. Racine knocks that one aside, and the buzzer goes for the end of the second period. Both teams get a goal here in the second. Michigan still with the lead, 2-1, one period remaining here to decide who will be the second team to play for the Big Ten title tomorrow, 8 p.m., Michigan and Michigan State. Leo, what did you see in the second period?
Well, Michigan had plenty of opportunities. They only got one goal in the second, but Spartans responded with a goal of their own. So it's going to be key for Michigan. Certainly they have to like the way they're playing, but it's just going to take one break going the Spartans' way to tie things up. And that has to be a concern for Michigan, as they're not out of the woodwork just yet. And the Spartans one goal, and they're right back in it. So I think both sides have to feel confident going in to intermission.
So once again, 2-1 lead for the Wolverines. Going into the third period, if the Wolverines are able to hold on, they will play against Minnesota tomorrow for the Big Ten Championship. You've been listening to WCBN Sports. We'll be back in just under 15 minutes. Andrew Hausman and Leo Blavin will be on the call for that one. And we'll see you in 15 minutes.